What if erectile dysfunction after 60 has nothing to do with age, hormones, or desire at all? What if the real cause is silently blocking your arteries right now, and the solution is already in your kitchen? Welcome to Science Pro Health, your trusted guide for rebuilding strength, vitality, and confidence after 60. Most men believe ED is a failure of masculinity or something to be hidden. But today, I want to change that. Erectile dysfunction is not a weakness. It is a warning signal, a sign your arteries may be struggling long before your heart does. If you're ready for truth, not pills, not shame, then please subscribe right now. Because what you learn today may not only change your confidence, it may protect you from a heart attack before it happens. We're taught to worry about chest pain, shortness of breath, fatigue. But what if the first warning sign of clogged arteries is difficulty maintaining an erection? Doctors now understand this critical truth. ED is often the first sign of cardiovascular disease. Why? Because the arteries supplying blood to the penis are far smaller than those to the heart. They clog first. So when a man experiences ED, especially after 50 or 60, it's not proof of lost desire. It may be a cry for help from the circulatory system. Imagine your arteries as a network of flexible, smooth pipes. In youth, blood flows freely, delivering oxygen, nutrients, and nitric oxide where needed. But as we age, three silent forces attack these arteries. LDL, bad cholesterol, begins sticking to artery walls. Chronic inflammation inflames inner lining. Calcium hardens the plaque, restricting flow. At first, it forms a soft, fatty streak. Over time, it becomes hard, calcified plaque, like mineral scale clogging a household pipe. The result? Reduced blood flow and impaired ability to achieve a firm erection. ED is not the problem, it is the symptom. Ask yourself this: are morning erections becoming rare? Does arousal fade before completion? Do you feel fatigue or coldness in hands or feet? These may be vascular warnings, not bedroom failings. Before we reveal the powerful food that fights this, comment below. How old are you, and when did you first notice changes in circulation? You are not alone. Thousands of men will read and connect with your story. Among all natural foods studied for men's vascular health, one stands above the rest: garlic, not as seasoning, but as a powerful circulation medicine used for centuries. What makes garlic extraordinary is its unique compound called allicin, released only when garlic is crushed or chopped. This compound doesn't just support heart health. It directly targets the root cause behind erectile dysfunction in older men: restricted blood flow. Garlic works on the bloodstream like a silent mechanic, helping to reduce LDL cholesterol, preventing fatty deposits from sticking to artery walls. It also supports the release of nitric oxide, the very molecule responsible for widening blood vessels, a process essential for achieving and maintaining an erection. Unlike quick-fix pills, garlic doesn't force an artificial reaction. It restores the natural pathway the male body was designed to use. The more consistently it's consumed, the more flexible, open, and responsive the arteries become, allowing blood to travel again where it once struggled. Garlic is not a cure, it is a weapon against the hidden enemy within. Garlic contains allicin, a sulfur compound formed only when garlic is crushed, chopped, or chewed. This extraordinary compound launches a four-way attack on arterial ED. Robert, 71, retired carpenter, hadn't spoken to anyone about his ED in 4 years. He thought it was shame. His wife feared it was distance. But his daughter, a nurse, insisted, check your circulation, not your desire. She recommended garlic, crushed, rested, raw each morning. 8 weeks later, morning stiffness returned. Confidence rebuilt quietly. His cardiologist found reduced blood pressure and improved circulation. ED didn't destroy him. It warned him. How to use garlic properly, like a vascular prescription. Raw, crushed, allowed to rest. Why? Allicin only forms 10 to 15 minutes after crushing. Protocol? 1 to 2 cloves. Crush or mince. Rest 15 minutes. Consume raw or mix in warm water or spread on whole grain bread with olive oil. Do not swallow whole. No allicin forms that way. If cooked, add at the end. Heat destroys active compounds. If strong breath is a concern, chew parsley or an apple after. If you're still watching, you understand. This is not about vanity. It is about arteries, heart, survival, and love. So, I ask you, support Science Pro Health. Click subscribe. Not for us, but to keep this kind of truth alive from men who need it most.
Because one hero cannot fight alone. Your arteries work like a network, and true recovery requires a team. Just as one food can clear the path, others can protect it, sealing the progress and strengthening the walls. The following 2 foods act like bodyguards, standing watch over your circulation, ensuring your efforts don't fade overnight. Number 1, berries, the arterial shield. Small in size, giant in protection. Blueberries, raspberries, blackberries, these are not just fruits, they are vascular guardians. Rich in anthocyanins, the deep purple and blue pigments, berries combat oxidative stress, the biological rust corroding artery walls from within. What do they actually do? Benefit. Impact on men over 60. Antioxidant shield. Prevents artery wall damage. Anti-inflammatory. Reduces swelling within vessels. Nitric oxide preservation. Maintain blood flow for erections. Story example, Tom, 66. Tom began a simple habit, 1 handful of berries every morning alongside breakfast. 6 weeks later, he didn't notice dramatic change, but his wife did. His skin looked brighter. His evening walks became longer. His mood lifted. That is the quiet power of berries, not flashy but foundational. How to use? 1 handful daily, fresh or frozen. Blend into yogurt or oatmeal. Or simply rinse and eat raw. Avoid sugar-loaded berry jams. Real benefits come only from whole berries. Number 2, leafy greens, the nitric oxide engine. Food that breathes life back into blood flow. Spinach, kale, arugula, foods your grandparents ate by instinct. Today, science explains why. They are rich in natural nitrates, converted inside the body into nitric oxide, the key molecule responsible for vasodilation, or widening blood vessels. Without nitric oxide, erections cannot occur. With it, blood can finally move freely. Leafy green benefit, vascular impact. Nitrates, boost nitric oxide, improves erections. Magnesium, relaxes vessel walls. Vitamin K, supports artery flexibility. Story example, Martin, 70. Martin never touched greens. Rabbit food, he said. His cholesterol climbed. His ED worsened. His doctor gave him a challenge: 1 cup of greens a day. He reluctantly agreed, adding spinach under his eggs, kale in soup. Months later, he didn't brag about erections. He bragged about walking 3 miles without stopping. That's what circulation restoration feels like. How to use? Steam lightly. Never overcook. Add to omelets, soups, smoothies. Consistency is more important than quantity. Why these 3 work together? Garlic, or hero food, plus berries plus greens equals the circulation trinity. Garlic clears the path. Berries shield the walls. Greens fuel the flow. This is not a diet. This is a vascular strategy, a man's return to strength from the inside out. Stage: real cause. Softening: restricted blood flow. Fatigue: low nitric oxide. Cold extremities: plaque buildup. ED: cardiovascular distress. ED is not the end. It's the earliest warning. Treat it now, or wait for the heart to scream louder. We are building a brotherhood of truth. Comment below: I choose to fight. If you are ready to restore circulation, reclaim confidence, and never suffer in silence again. Aging is not surrender. Blood flow can be restored. Strength can be rebuilt. Love can return. Your heart still beats. Your body still listens. Give it what it needs. Subscribe to Science Pro Health, because men deserve answers, not shame.